Welcome to the Motown India show. My first question to Aravind. Aravind, how prepared are you for the next big challenge?
Preparation has been good. The year started very well, and I've been a part of three different Dakar series rallies, and the results have been good, and I'm happy with how it is going. And the results have actually improved my confidence in doing better. I had enough time on the bike. I'm feeling better physically. I'm more focused on how I have to carry myself in the rally. I think it's going in the right way.
Lovely. John, you've got a great experience in motorcycle riding and racing. What is your advice to someone who's younger to you?
Bueno, la verdad es que yo voy a hacer el 10º Dakar, tengo muchísima experiencia, muchas marcas por mis manos, bueno, puedo explicarle muchísimas cosas, yo creo que le hemos explicado bastantes cosas ahora bien porque es un compañero y tenemos que ayudarlo al máximo y bueno, sobre mi experiencia pues cada vez más, ¿no? Cada vez más, con más experiencia, con otra visión de carrera, lo veo diferente que los primeros años muy nervioso, con mucho nerviosismo de lo que va a pasar y este año pues muy tranquilo, ¿no? Ya te digo, es el 10º Dakar y lo podemos afrontar muy bien, me encuentro físicamente muy bien y pienso que puede ser un gran Dakar.
Okay, that's wonderful, Adrien. I'm sure he's got lots to share with you guys. What does it mean when it comes to preparing? I mean, physically to begin with and mentally. Let's forget about the motorcycles for the time being. We talk about a physical and mental preparedness. How do you do that?
Yeah, for sure. We have to be ready mentally and physically because this race and I think the next Dakar will be very difficult because the first 6 days will be lot of June and sun. So a long stage in the sun. It's hard physically. After we will climb very high in altitude, so it's very difficult for our body. The weather it's cold and sometimes can rain a lot. And after it, reaching Argentina with hot weather again and sand and rock and so long way to reach at the end and almost 10,000 kilometers. So yeah, we have to be ready and we train all the year. Maybe after Dakar we will rest maybe 1 month and after we begin to train all the year for reach ready on the Dakar and so a lot of physical training, a lot of motorbike training and I think like that we train also our head to be ready mentally. If you train every day hard, when you reach on the race, you feel good.
That's good. Arvind, a lot of youngsters look up to you definitely because in the sporting arena, everybody wants to be a sports person as they move along. There are a lot of events here in India, be it the Maruti Raid, a lot of others in South and in North. I'm sure you participated in a few of them, several of them to be more precise. How is that different from something as big as the Dakar Rally?
The primary difference would be the navigation part, I would say, and the volume. The magnitude of the race is much higher. Wherein Dakar goes in for 10 days, 14 days for 10,000 kilometers. Wherein here, in 5 days, you're just doing about 2,600 kilometers. And navigation part as also here your navigation is aided. You have electric aids like GPS or roadbook. Trippy, which will tell you which direction to go and which is already preloaded. So there is no question of you losing your way out than going on the designated route. But as far as Dakar is concerned, navigation is the only sole thing which will take you to the finish line. Because if not for the roadbook, you're completely lost. So that way, Dakar is completely different in navigation. And then the magnitude I was talking about. It's something you cannot comprehend. The size is so big. You're doing 1,000 kilometers a day, and
And you're on your own.
Yes.
Okay, that's even more scary.
Yes, exactly. You know, you're in deserts where you have no people to say, you know, to ask even if you're lost, which way to go. So you're kind of literally all alone on the desert. But then you will kind of find people who are slower or who are a little faster. But you know, you don't really know. If you're totally lost, then you're totally lost.
The difference between motorcycle guys and the car guys have company.
Yes.
And you guys don't have any company.
No.
So that scares the hell out of you, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely, you know, it's all the elements. You know, the car guys at least have a shell which keeps them from, you know, worldly elements. When on bike, it's not just the terrain, it's not just the bike. You have to deal with the elements of the nature as well. So if it is hot, if it's really hot, you're kind of dehydrating yourself. If it's too cold, you're feeling too cold, you're too tight. So it's not just one factor that you're going, which is going against you. You have to deal with a lot more things than, over that solidarity also.
But the Dakar Rally has like maybe not so much like the smaller rallies. They're a lot safer.
Yes.
But this has seen several mishaps over the last several years.
Yes.
The last time you participated, you had some problems. Could you recall some of that?
Dakar earlier used to be a very, very fast race. So, you know, people would go really, they would reach great heights and great speeds. So right now it's more of a navigation rally, and they've kind of cut down on, the top. They're trying to cut down on the top end where the bikes can reach. So they have a restriction of 450cc, also limitation on the bikes category, but still the bikes do about 180 plus. And mishaps, you know, you can say it can happen anytime. Sometimes you are lucky enough to walk away from it. Sometimes it kind of gets you.
Is it usually a result of extreme fatigue?
No. You know, my mishap was on the first day, so there was no fatigue at all. Okay. I would say it was just human error. You know, sometimes I was taking a big step, and definitely there was a mistake from my side, and I couldn't. I was in a spot where I shouldn't have been, which has definitely made me more wiser, and which has given me a better outlook on how things have to be dealt, and I think I'm more prepared than how I was before.
Wonderful. And just a couple of more questions. One is, for many of us Indians who are preparing and want to get a lot more fitter,
yes.
What are the kinds of exercises that you recommend?
See, you can see both the guys, they're really fit. And it's not just weight training, there's a lot of ways that people train. And everyone has their individual fitness regime. What he does is not good for me, or what I do is not good for them. Everybody is different, and everyone has their own way of training their body and keeping their senses alive. So, but generally, if you want me to generalize, people do like 65 kilometers of cycling almost 3 days a week, and they hit the gym 3 times a week. They ride almost 4 days a week. And riding, if it is road book training and riding a rally bike, we ride like 9 hours a day. If it is 250 kilometers and it's completely navigation, we do about 9 hours of riding of that.
Careful with food.
Yeah, we have to take care of your food intake also. So you have to know what is good for you, what is not good for you.
So is that kind of monitored by?
Yes, it is monitored. It is monitored. So what you have intolerance for, you cannot have, which will curb your growth and which will curb you from performing your best. So all that has to be kept in mind. And road book training. And if it is enduro, we ride about 4 to 5 hours a day. Yeah. 4 hours minimum. Yeah, easy 4 to 5 hours a day on enduro. And if I have to get to their level, I still have a long way to go. It's more seat time, it's more training, physical, bicycle. It's a mixture of combination of everything. And then probably when you do all this, you kind of get a mental balance as well. So when you go to a race, you're not really stressed. You tend to outgrow to handle stress much better and still be complex and do what you do best.
Okay. Joan, you are a 1978 born. You have loads of experience. Are you getting any younger? And you feel young at your age?
Sí, sí, la verdad es que me siento muy bien, físicamente estoy muy bien y me cuido muchísimo. Está claro que voy a llevar 10 Dakars, pero bueno, me encuentro muy bien físicamente, tengo muchas ganas, estoy motivado para el próximo Dakar y pienso que puede ser un Dakar muy bueno para mí y para Sherco TVS conjuntamente pues podemos hacer una gran carrera y bueno, vamos a ver, ¿no? Dakar es muy diferente cada día hay que estudiar la etapa una a una, que es lo importante, y intentar no fallar y eso pues nada, eso es lo que me trae la motivación.
Comparing all three of you, you seem to be the toughest. And what is the physical or exercise regimen that you follow?
Sí, bueno, la verdad es que cada día, ¿no? Esto es un trabajo de muchos años, de cada día entrenar con bici, con moto, con físico, mentalmente. Es un trabajo diario bueno, que es muy largo, que llevo ya muchos años trabajando duro y bueno, pues cada vez pues, tienes más experiencia para cómo hacer el entreno, cómo cuestionar los problemas, cómo cuestionar la navegación, que es importante y bueno, cada vez para mí es más fácil, ¿no? Saber, tengo una rutina 2 meses antes de todas las carreras y sigo un plan que para mí es muy importante seguir un plan, que si no hay plan no hay carrera, ¿no?
And to add to that, he's an animal by birth. Yeah, he's not human.
So he's got that huge advantage. That makes a lot of sense.
He can put the bike on his back and just walk across.
Well, that's going to be difficult for you. You know. How do you keep yourself tough? What do you do? I mean,
Yeah.
you seem quite gritty. You know.
Yeah, almost the same. And we since a short time with Aravind, we have the same coach. So he saw what we have to train more, and he make a plan for us. So it's gym, it's bicycle, running, food. It's almost the same thing, but almost every day during the week and all the year.
One last thing on the motorcycle which you will be riding now. You know, what do you have to say about that? About the brand and about the capabilities of the motorcycle?
I should say one of the best in the world. And I'm really happy to be a part of this team. And I've spent enough time with this bike, and I feel really confident now. You know, earlier everything was new for me, but now I think I feel good on the bike, and the results are already talking about it. And yeah, we are here to compete with the best in the world, so it has to be the best. And team is definitely way professional, and there's zero pressure on anyone. And you know, we have fun.
Great, lovely. Thank you so much. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you.